Yeah, it caught your sandal.
No, go to hell.
Exactly.
I want you out my house.
I don't give a fuck.
Now,
That's your
bro.
karma.
No,
I'm recording you just because you tried to switch up. I should have recorded you as soon as you walked in. Because you just said it and now you're trying to say I didn't put shit on you. I pushed the door behind you. And I pushed it while it was already basically closed. It caught your sandal. So that means it wasn't even on you. I didn't push the door on you. It caught your sandal. And that's what you fucking get. I don't give a fuck. You low vibrational fucking smoothie. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. That's all you gotta do is leave me the fuck alone. Literally, leave me the fuck alone. Don't say a word to me. I wouldn't even acknowledge you. Leave me alone. God damn. And then look, she's out to the car. So you just did all that to walk to the car. You're so hurt. I'm not even trying to be ignorant. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, god damn. And look, she's such a liar. Look how quick them racist white genetics jumped into her. The same genetics that had all those white women in history lying and saying how many black, it would be 12-year-old black boys like Emmett Till. If I'm even saying the right, or you feel me? Where they two grown-ass fucking 25-year-old white women lying to have little fucking black boys hung. Because they were that racist. And they would use it as an excuse to raid all our towns. Because you hear all about this black prosperity. Whole time, little did you know, the whole time they had you thinking we were nothing but poor and they were breaking us down over and over and over again. We rose in their system how many times? The 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. It goes way beyond Black Wall Street. What happens is time and time again, they tear us down and infiltrate our shit and put all these barriers and all this shit to literally destroy us. It's way deeper than you think. It goes way beyond everything. But I'm saying racist genetics that exist in her whole species. Look at her, I hit her. First thing she came in the house and said was, the fucking sandal caught on my door, you pushed it behind me. But it's just the way this is what I mean by her whole contorting, manipulative ass, conniving ass. And then it's so tricky because the only one, it's so hard to not feed into arguing, right? There's someone who already exists in that arguing. And it's like we're both, what I'm trying to say is we meet in the middle of arguing, so both of us are arguing, so it's like I get pulled into that frequency, so then I'm in that frequency, I'm embodying, even if my intention isn't, you feel me, almost all the time my intention is literally just to speak what I'm saying. Like, I want to speak. And almost everything I'm saying, aside when anyone, like, I literally be speaking to call shit out, to say shit. And to not let shit slide. So when I speak, and then I get pulled into it. I get pulled into getting more frustrated. And really what it is, I get overly frustrated and annoyed, and I start raising my voice because I want to be, you feel me, I'm speaking. All she does is speak lies and shit. And she'll sit here and contort and fucking do all types of, you feel me? So I speak up, and I do what I do. And then I get pulled deep, and then it's, you feel me? I get pulled into arguing and fucking getting hella frustrated, and I'm yelling, and I'm getting all types outside my body. But that's literally the trap. That's how. And the funny thing is, because it's like a thing of getting more and more deeper into that energy over time, over years. Because it used to be a thing where she was always, you feel me? She used to be worse with the energy she is, of lashing out and freaking out worse and pulling and creating crazy fucking situations. But the thing is, I used to have a lot more, especially before I started smoking, I was a lot more in myself, in the present, so I would respond instead of react. Like, I would still yell and speak up and go, but I used to be a lot more pulled in myself to not be so pulled into stepping outside myself. Now, basically what I'm saying is I've gotten more and more into an energy of, you feel me? Like, I used to do exactly what I do now, but I wouldn't yell as much, and I would just say, and I would basically, to be honest, the biggest thing I used to always say to her is, leave me alone. Literally, 12, 13, 14, I remember now. All I would do is leave me alone. And then she'll get just like, why are you always saying to leave me alone? Because all you do is whine and yell and bicker and complain all the time. It literally never stops. It will drive you insane. I don't know how y'all can all, literally, while existing in the reality that exists all the time, y'all will even protect her to say she isn't even how she is when it goes to just her behavior. Do we not exist in the same reality? Why is it that the oldest one, the one who's the adult, so I get all this holding a standard on me to act a certain way, but the grown adult doesn't have she's the most mature, right? She's the most developed, but she's acting the most childish. And as the leader of the household, because we don't have a father, we never have. We had men who were in here and there, but she's the main one who is our mom, who, even when we had other men she was dating, or stepdads or whatever the fuck, she still was the same consistent. She's the one that our life is based around. She's the main influence on our life. Like I said, there's nothing more childish than the adult who puts a child's behavior on their self. You're the adult who's the parent of this child who's parenting them. They're growing up. Especially when it goes to 4, 5, 6, 7. You're literally the one teaching this child. They're learning from you. That's like the owner of a store. Your boss walks in and gets mad because you're hired that day or you're on schedule that day. But he put you on schedule. You own the store. I'm just here. You get what I'm trying to say? That might not be the best example, but that's literally a thing of you own this whole shit. You're the one who runs this whole shit. This reality is a reflection of the energy she creates. Her lack of any type of stability or maturity or ability to actually be a conscious, level-headed, functioning adult. I don't give a fuck what you say. All the toxicity and instability, all that shit ripples from her. She's the center of it. I merely absorbed and reflected and responded all her toxicity. And I'm talking about my whole childhood up to now. I play an active role in it all. I'm the one who chooses to do it, but still. That's like saying you choose to punch someone back who beats up on you. I mean, yeah, but at some point someone's beating up on me and I punch them back. I don't like using that example because I don't like say when it goes to when I just use that as a direct example to be like, or if someone nukes your country and then all your people are like, okay, we finna, you feel me? Fuck, or you get what I'm trying to say? Nuke is a bad example because then all the people would be killed and then there'd be nowhere to fight back. Fuck out of here. This weird bitch will pray to her sky daddy. I'm recording on the phone now. I'm just venting. But you will pray to your sky daddy and call it praying and believe there's a giant white man on the clouds that hears what you're saying. But if I'm tapped into actual life, do actual divine things that prove there's something higher and I'm connected to it and I understand words and I understand all of life and I always felt connected to life and I mainly speak for the soul that hears me. I'm so connected to life and myself that I feel everything I do and I operate on a higher consciousness. So when I speak out loud like I'm speaking now, I literally feel all of life around me, and the more I tune in, I can feel it more. I'm speaking to all of life around me. I am life itself. Everything is vibration and energy. Words are vibration. So I'm literally putting energy out into the energy around me that changes the energy around me. Words are spells. She's the low vibrational law zombie who doesn't know shit. So you're going to tell me you're going to do everything you were told to do. You were given these words. You were given language. You were told to pray. You were told to talk when you talk. But you can't actually use your own voice and mouth with your own mind to be in reality how you want to be in reality. No, you're just a bot who follows orders. So when they tell you to bark, bark. But if I bark by myself for my own reason, it's a problem. I'm weird, metaphorically. I bark because I want to bark. But when they tell you bark, you get up, you jump right up. Y'all pray to Sky Daddy. Y'all pray to a white man in the sky. That's insane to me. You know what I think is insane? All the ancestors of the original Christians and all these religions, the conquistadors, the real origins of religion, Christianity above all, who said they had a voice telling them in their head of God, the voice of God that told them they need to go to all our lands and force their, literally through do murder, rape, slaughtering, plundering, oppression, the worst foul acts ever, completely opposite of God. You would think it's the devil, right? They gotta be having the devil talking to them. It must be the devil who told them to do that shit, because that shit can't be God. But I think it's just saying that y'all had a voice of God in y'all head telling y'all to come rape, slaughter, and enslave my ancestors. I think that's pretty crazy, huh? And that's what she comes from, no offense. I'm mixed with her genetics. I am the soul in the body. I have human genetics within I's vessel. I am an Anunnaki god. I am a carbonated being. I just have some animal human genetics within I's vessel. Complete difference. I am what I am before even this body. What all my species is on the conscious soul level. I stepped into this body that has human genetics within it. But my mom, she is a human being. She is a white woman, made in the image of my species. An animal hybrid with a drop of my blood that originates from the caves on this planet. They're beyond even being on this planet, but their origin on this planet comes from coming out the caves. And my ancestors welcoming them and teaching them how to survive the real Pilgrim and Indian story, except it's way deeper and like 9,000 times deeper than that. Anything they told you in the Pilgrim and Indian story that is so surface level, it's not even funny. So her whole fucking ancestral line, her whole fucking genetic lineage comes from some of the most foul, sick, disgusting shit. So what I'm trying to get at is her as her own individual member of her species has not done any of that foul, horrible, disgusting shit. But all that genetics is within her. Not it's beyond genetics because she's a whole different species. Just made in my image. White people, human beings are a whole different species. Made in the image of so-called blacks, Latinos, who have fell and shrunk in size. Fell in frequency and shrunk in size. The dinosaur bones are our ancestor bones. Ain't no dinosaurs, nigga. Dinosaurs is one of the biggest hoax ever. Those are our giant bones in the ground. Everything is bigger on a higher frequency. This is what the real global warming is. For what is vibration? When something vibrates, the faster it vibrates, the hotter it becomes. Movement is life. Frozen is the closest to death. Something that's frozen still, that's ice, nothing's happening. There's no energy. Nothing's happening. It's just still. It's dead. Death isn't real, but the closest thing to death is ice. Because frozen is an illusion. Cold isn't even real. Cold is an artificial creation that was introduced to this planet after they invaded and hijacked it. Cold is not real. This planet is one big jungle that feeds on heat infinitely. Heat is vibration, so the hotter it is just another way of saying the more vibration it is. The higher the vibration, the higher the frequency, the higher the energy, the more activity. The more heat, the more life. So global warming is literally a translation of the frequency rising. You know, we're talking about the frequency of the planets rising. Our vibrations are rising. That's what global warming literally means. Global vibration rising. The more vibration that pours on the planet from the sun, because we can break it down simply now. What is it? Solids, liquids, gases, plasma energy. So solids is the lowest vibration within this physical realm. So it's energy moving at the slowest rate. Energy with the least energy. The more energy, the more things start to become alive, the more activity, you rise up into the liquids, into the gases, then to plasma energy. The energy that comes out the sun is direct plasma energy, aka photon energy. And because it is a way higher frequency that contains all this energy within it, it trickles down and then creates all the plants and all the matter within the physical realm. Because physical energy is energy that fell and came all the way down from higher energies. Things come from top down, not down up. As above, so below, not so below as above. As above, so below, but not so below as above. So we come from higher realms down into this energy. Like the source of everything on this physical is pure energy. Pure energy contains all infinite possibilities. Within pure energy, you can pull out certain vibrations to manifest certain particular creations. And that's why a chair is different from a rock. Because they're vibrating at two different frequencies, but they're made of the same thing in its fabric, which is energy. It's just energy put into different structures to vibrate to create a particular expression within this physical. But everything trickles down from the source within this reality, which is the sun. But above the sun isn't the source of source. But within this reality, the sun is the source of all energy on this planet in the physical. For all energy trickles down from plasma, down into gas, down to liquids, down into solids. For you can turn water into a solid, right? You could freeze water and it'll become ice. If you work on it deeper, you can probably create different things that don't melt. Like I'm saying, you can probably make water into real physical objects. Because liquids is the phase of matter right above solids. If you slow down liquids enough, they become solid. This is basic science. What we speak is metaphysical science, life itself. She talking about, she don't even know I'm literally doing what I'm doing. Talking about I'm crazy for eating the mushrooms that came out of my ground, which I've done years ago, and was a higher form of cannabis. You know what's crazy? The fact that who was even the first one to know to pick up cannabis, this random plant off the ground, and then even think to burn it and inhale the smoke, and then it got you high. You don't question anything. I think it's crazy that you're a low vibrational zombie who just takes everything that's given to you and don't respect it or think about it on a deeper level. She'll smoke cannabis all day but not think about it or where it comes from. She won't honor the nature it comes from. You know, without nature, you wouldn't even be able to get that cannabis. You talk so much shit about nature and everything I'm on, but nature is what gives you everything on this planet to even be able to be on it. Everything in your life comes from nature. The TV, the walls around you, the bed these people lay on. The stairs I'm standing on. I'm feeding into these people a reality, but if I'm tapped into what I'm tapped into and I understand what it is, let me keep pouring into myself and creating my reality. Do more and more to not do what I just did now, which is that my main thing is trying to not be pulled, and I'm trying to get more and more away from the because I get very triggered from her. I literally have to fight myself to not respond. It's deeper than y'all think. Like I like that shit because these people around me will be so quick to judge me. But then what do you hear when Alicia or Angelise feel away? They're talking to mom however they want to. What I'm trying to say is y'all judge people as if y'all aren't the same type of. We are all the same in this reality. We all have the equal potential to do good and bad. Y'all aren't better than me. I merely just have to do more to heal and try to do better. But y'all aren't better than me. And y'all are weird for all the ways y'all judge me as if I'm outside of y'all, not knowing that all y'all energy y'all send to me ripples right back to y'all, for I am a reflection of y'all, no different from y'all, and y'all can think y'all are better and think y'all I'm something different from y'all. No. My saying is the people around me's lack of ability to see their self in me or see the same being we all are. You know that being we all are in our eyes? That I trust at least some of us know what I'm saying. Like before we start speaking, when we can feel into each other, when we look into each other's eyes, that person we are, that we really are. I am that same person you are, reflection, in my own expression. So y'all judge me as if we are not all the same, as if I'm lost, as if I'm not in control of myself to know what I'm doing, as if I'm just some crazy, loose, fucking loony bin. I'm actually way more aware and way more in tune than the majority of the people in this world. Almost all of y'all are actually the ones who are insane and sick. Because y'all are in a reality where y'all are poisoning yourself every day in a system that's destroying the planet, in a backward, sick-ass society that y'all think is normal. Nothing about the world we're living in this society is normal. This shit is sick. It's actually sick. I think it's insane to eat dead bodies. Because you don't need to, and I'm living proof. So the only reason we were doing it is because we're believing in the belief that we need to. But if you break down the fact that anything to do with needing to eat so-called meat, then it starts to look insane. It starts to look horrible. It starts to look like we're living in a nightmare. These people eat dead bodies. They eat dead bodies. No, they eat dead bodies. They don't have to at all. It's actually hurting them. You actually are way more alive when you stop eating the dead bodies. I mean, it makes sense. You're eating death. You're eating a rotten, putrid, disgusting carcass that has worms, maggots, flies, and the epitome of disease. And if you ate it in its raw form, it would have you drop dead, right? But you think you can take that rotten, disgusting body, put it on the pan, cook it, and eat it, and it'll be safe. You take chopped up limbs, chopped up chunks of dead bodies, you put it on a pan, and you cook it, and then you eat it. And then God knows that most of what they feed us is not even animals. You know what I'm saying? How many missing children and kids out here? I mean, how many missing women and children? I said children and kids like they are the same thing. How many missing women and children? Just in every year alone? Fuck in general. I'm saying every year alone how many kids and women go missing. And most of them are carbonated. So-called Black and Latino, because we have the real life force in our organs that these reptilians and these elites eat. They eat our blood for a reason. Because they're disconnected from source and they need the life force. They eat our organs for a reason. One, because a lot of these elites are reptilians, so they aren't even, they're a whole, you know how I said white people are a whole different species? Okay, but they're like our cousins, right? They're at least like us, right? But these reptilians, bro, that shapeshift into most of the elite families form, are a lot of the people around you even, so-called human beings, the white people walking around you, a good percent of them are shapeshifters, dead ass. And then the rest of them are clones. They're not even organic white people. There aren't even that many organic white people. My mom might be one of the very few left. There aren't that many organic white people. A lot of them are clones. Mach 5 synthetic robots. Or shapeshifters. Or Pleiadians. And you know the Pleiadians are those white people with the perfect skin, the golden tan skin, and the blonde hair. And they radiate an intelligence that's different than a human being. a white person. Pleiadians are a lot of your actors, your models. And look. But yeah. You feel me? I'm within my reality. I'm creating the energy that I'm within. You feel me? So I just need to pull my energy away from all these beings that are not good for I. You feel I? All the beings around that are not good for I. That pull my energy and drain I and keep I in a disconnected state every time I step into their realities. I just need to do more to pull away from all that. You feel I? To pull all my energy back. I got like hair in my mouth. That's why I've been finishing. But I need to pull all my energy back and keep working more and more and more to protect my energy and stay in my own frequency. You feel I? No. Sorry, but that was your karma and I didn't do shit. No, you made yourself fool. You made yourself fool. You're a low vibrational archonic narcissist. Like, ew. That being is so fucking disgusting, bro. Like, everything about her is disgusting. I don't mean that I mean that in just like, ew. Like you like being like that, bro? Like, ew, bro. Just the whole reality of hypocrisy and nasty toxicness she sits in. But I just need to do all I'm doing, like I said, to protect I's energy, to build up I's energy, and to pull into myself and pull more and more away from all these beings outside of I that drain I's energy and pull me outside of myself. She's a distraction. She's always been a distraction. She's always been a giant dark cloud hovering over my being, blocking out all my real energy in this realm. Like all the energy that I would create for myself by being in my own frequency, unpolluted by her nasty frequencies. Like I'm saying, if I get away from her, which I always wanted to, when I finally do, I'm going to be purely my own energy, uncorrupted by all the energy I always absorbed from her my whole life. So my energy is my energy, but I always got my energy polluted. My pool of water is polluted by her nasty, disgusting toxicity. And so when I finally fully get away from it and never get around it again to absorb the energy, I'll feel what my energy really is. A lot of this stress, a lot of this nasty shit I deal with comes from being around her. And if I would fully finally get away from her, the biggest stressor in my life, things are going to be so much more peaceful. But that's why I'm doing all I'm doing to tap in, to go fully fruits. And then beyond that, try to go fully breatharian and all that, so that way I can be out in nature, just live in the woods, live on the land, just not be held down and just be a free soul, free spirit, and just move freely without being weighed down by anything. I won't have to eat anything. I can just eat here and there. I can feed on the sun, the air, forage, you feel me? There's so many herbs and plants on the planet that you could eat that's way better than even the fruits and the plants in the store because they spray it. That stuff out there that grows straight out the ground is actually raw in a real organic form. Like, you feel me? Like, there's so many things that grow out our planet that we could eat. Reflection, you just need to do the research. But so I'm just tapping in, trying to heal, do all I can to heal, raise in vibration, get away from these low vibrational archons around I, who just want to drain as energy and keep I in a low reality. That's all they want to do. Keep I in a low reality outside of my power. They keep feeding on my energy. Really, my mom's an archon in the body who creates all these reasons to argue just to drain my energy. It's all just to drain my energy. So she's constantly creating all this shit they gave me to feed into her to then get my energy from me. And every time I do it, I'm the one who's dumb because I get duped out of my energy. And I'm the real one who loses out on it all the time. I'm the one who loses out. I'm the one who loses every time I feed into her toxicity because she's a low vibrational archonic narcissist. I just need to get away from her fully. I need to heal from all this shit, to cleanse from all this shit, and fully tap in on the deepest of levels. And that's what I'm working on. Getting my energy right, tapping in deeply, and doing all I can to rise fully into as godhood and the highest of frequencies. So, peace to the gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. I wish you all the best. Keep your third eyes open. Now we rise. 1.